So vector product or cross product, if you know, I already told you that generally A dot B, generally they mean the same thing, right? And A cross B both are equal. Okay, A dot B and A cross B both means that the multiplication of AB is taking place. But in case of vector, okay, they are not same. It is dot product, it is cross product. From here, I will get a scalar quantity, and from here I will get a vector quantity. Okay, so they are not equal to each other. Now, dot product is something that we already discussed about in the previous classes. Today we will discuss about this cross product. Okay, Achha. You understand that this is dot and this is cross product. Okay. Now, from the definition, we already got to know A cross B is equal to magnitude of the two vectors, that will be AB, and sine of the angle between them. Sine into, if the angle between them is theta, that means if A and B are acting at an angle theta with each other, then we can write AD sine theta, cross product. Okay. Now, as you remember, we already developed a formula or an equation to find out the dot product of two vector, right? Likewise, we will try to develop another formula to find out the cross product also. Okay, so let us see how to do that. I would like to request everyone to come to page number 71. Come to page number 71. Here they have actually explained something that I would like to explain too. See, considering this, the sides of a parallelogram, I can complete a parallelogram here, right? I can complete a parallelogram here, where the opposite sides will be equal to each other. Now, we have AB sine theta. Now, if you remember, we already got to know about the resolution of vector, right? About the resolution of vector. So, if I break down this B vector, this is B vector, right, into two perpendicular components. I will draw this B vector here again into two perpendicular components. One is along x-axis with which it is making theta angle. Another one is along y-axis. Okay, so now you know that if this is B vector, this is going to be B cos theta, and this perpendicular component is going to be B sin theta. So if this is B sin theta, can I say that this is also B sin theta? Can I say it?
Yes.
I want to respond, okay? Please be responsive. Yes. B sin theta, then this is also B sin theta. Similarly, can I say that this is B sin theta? This one, if you take a look, this is B vector, this is A vector, okay, and this is the perpendicular component of B sin theta. So I can say this is also B sin theta. I can write, okay?
Yes.
Achha. Now, here A into, see, I will write this B sin theta into bracket. Now, A, it is the base of the parallelogram, right? And B sin theta, what is it? The
Perpendicular.
height, the height.
Height.
So this is A is base and B sin theta, this is the height of the parallelogram. So base into height, what it gives us in case of parallelogram? Base into height is equal to the area of the parallelogram. Area of parallelogram. This is what they have proved, okay? I guess you forgot that in case of rectangle, length into breadth, that will give us the area of the rectangle, but in case of parallelogram, it is base into height. Base into height. So A is the base here, B sin theta, you can clearly see this is the height here. So base into height, we can say this is the parallelogram. So the vector product or cross product of any two vector is actually equal to the area of the parallelogram, which is formed by taking both the vector as two adjacent sides of the parallelogram. Like A and B, we have considered them adjacent side of a parallelogram. We completed the parallelogram, right? So if I do the cross product of them, it is going to be equal to the area of the parallelogram. Okay, this is what they have shown. Acha, one more thing here. Before I explain how to find out the magnitude, how to find out the magnitude of the resultant vector, I want to tell you that we have to consider the direction also, right? So how to find out the direction of the resultant using the right hand screw rule, okay? So actually on the board it is little bit difficult to explain, so I will be explaining in this way, okay? See, let us say this is A vector, this is B vector, okay? Then if I want to find out the resultant vector, okay, so you have to consider the first vector first. Let us say I have A cross B, okay, and this is equal to the resultant vector is C, okay. So what will be the direction of this C? Let us try to know. If this is A vector and this is B vector, so I will put my index finger along the first vector, that is A. Then from here I will try to rotate towards B, and this thumb, this finger will indicate the direction of the resultant vector, which will be something like this. Okay, you can see the arrangement, you can understand the arrangement. Now let us say I have inverted it. Previously this was A vector, this was B vector, and I was rotating from A to B. Now let us say this is A and this is B. So I have to rotate from A to B. Then this is pointing inwards. So previously the resultant vector was in this direction. Now it will come in this direction. Okay. I don't know whether you can see it clearly or not. Okay. Previously it was in this direction because from say from A to B, if I rotate, it is pointing towards U. But from A to B, if you're rotating now from here to here, it is rotating inwards, okay, in that direction. So it will go in that direction. Did you understand?
Yes.
Okay, good. If anybody
Yes,
has
sir.
any doubt, please let me know. You may unmute yourself and tell me that where you have doubt, okay? মোর্শেদ বুঝতে পারছো?
এটা বুঝতে পারছি স্যার।
এটা বুঝতে পারছো, তার মানে তার আগেরটা বুঝোনি?
তার আগে ছিলাম না স্যার।
তার আগে ছিল না? ও ওকে, এখন না থাকলে
ইউটিউবে দেখবো স্যার, সমস্যা নেই।
আচ্ছা ওকে, অসুবিধা নেই। আচ্ছা ওকে, এরপরে আসো 72 পেজ। ওকে, 72 পেজ, ভেক্টর প্রোডাক্ট অফ রেক্টেঙ্গুলার ইউনিট ভেক্টর। আচ্ছা এখানে এই জিনিসটাও আমরা একটু শিখে রাখি, এটা আমাদের একটু কাজে দিবে। সেটা হচ্ছে we already got to know that I dot I is equal to what, and I dot J is equal to what, J dot J, J dot K, like this. We know that what are they equal to, but the similar quantities now we will get to know for cross product. Okay, what is I cross I, what is J cross J, what is K cross K. Now what are IJK? IJK are the unit vector, if you remember, along X, Y and Z axis. Do not forget to give this cap type thing on IJ. Okay. Acha, I already told you that A cross B is not equal to B cross A. Why it is that? The magnitudes
Direction
are going to be same, but the direction is going to be
different.
opposite. The direction is going to be opposite. If I rotate from A to B, the direction will be something. If I rotate from B to A, the direction will just be the opposite. Okay. So can I write it is equal to minus B cross A? I can write it. Correct or not?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So here, which one we are writing first, it is very important, which was not actually important in case of a scalar product. Why? Because there we didn't consider the direction, we only cared about the magnitude. Here, the magnitudes are going to be same, but the direction is going to be the opposite, okay? If you rotate from A to B, you will get a particular direction. Then again, if you rotate from B to A, the direction will just become the opposite one, okay? So I dot I, let us try to write it following this rule. The formula that we learned, A cross B is equal to AB sine theta. We already know this, right? So I dot I cross I, here what is the magnitude of I and I? Though these are unit vector, right? So the magnitude of them is 1. Then sine 0 degree. Why sine 0 degree? Can anybody explain?
Because no angle between them.
Very good. No angle between them. How did you understand that no angle is being created between them?
Because one I into I is like in the same line, their line.
Same line. Very good. Because I, we have considered the unit vector along x-axis. So this I is also along x-axis. Both of them are along x-axis. So they are on the same line. So they will not be creating any angle with each other. So as a result, this is going to be 0 degree. Now, what is the value of sine 0?
0.
Sine 0 value is 0. So 1 into 1 into 0, ultimately I'm going to get the result as 0. And likewise, j into j, it will also be 0. K into k, it will also be 0. Okay. Now let us take a look what will happen here. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is z-axis. This is I, this is j, and this is k. So if you think about it in this way, I cross j, I am going from I to j. So as a result, I am getting this k vector, right? I'm coming in this direction. So I cross j, it will give me k. Do you have any doubt?
No.
Okay. Then j cross k. From k, j you will rotate to k. J to k, if you come, you will get this x. So I. And from k to I, if you rotate k, k থেকে I এর দিকে যাও, you will get the j vector. Okay. Now, if I write j cross I, that means opposite. এখানে একটা জিনিস দেখো, একটা সাইকেল টাইপ মেইনটেইন হয়, I j k. Okay. If you write I cross j, then the answer is going to be k. Okay, you have to maintain this direction. Okay, if you do not maintain this direction, what will happen? I will show you. But at first, let us talk about how to maintain the direction. I j, it will be k. You see, I into j, it is k. Then j into k, it is the result is going to be I. J into k, the result is I. Then k into I, the result is going to be j. K into I, the result is going to be j. So till now we have rotated along the direction given, right? Now, what if we go in the opposite direction? Let us say I into j, we know this, but j cross I, what will happen? It will be minus k. As I have changed my direction, the magnitude k, it is going to remain same, but the direction has become reversed. You already know, right? যে a ক্রস b যেটা b ক্রস a ঠিক তার উল্টা ডাইরেকশন, এই কারণে একটা মাইনাস দিছিলাম আমি একটু আগে এখানে লেখার সময়। তো i ডট j যেটা হবে j ডট i সেটা সেম ম্যাগনিটিউডই হবে, জাস্ট আগে একটা মাইনাস থাকবে। তো সিমিলার ভাবে j ডট k যদি থাকে, এটাকে আমরা যদি k ডট j বানাই তাহলে এটা হবে মাইনাস i। তোমরা এখানে এটা খেয়াল করলে দেখবা যখনই আমরা এই ক্লকওয়াইজ যাব তখন ঠিক থাকবে, ওকে, i ডট j সরি i ক্রস j উইল বি ইকুয়াল টু k। বাট যদি আমরা j ক্রস i আসি তাইলে উল্টা আসলাম, এখানে যে ডাইরেকশন দেয়া আছে তার উল্টা আসলাম না, তাইলে आंसर k হবে বাট মাইনাস k। তো ঠিক একই ভাবে আমরা এখন অন্যগুলো লিখতে পারবো। দেখো তো j ক্রস k i জানি, বাট k ক্রস j যদি হয় আমরা উল্টা ডাইরেকশনে গেলাম, এই কারণে आंसर হবে কি এখন মাইনাস i। ঠিক একই ভাবে কেউ একটু আমাকে বলো যে k ক্রস i এটার মানে তো আমরা জানি j, i ক্রস k যদি আমি লিখি তাহলে आंसर কি হবে?
minus j.
I cross k, the answer is going to be minus j. তো এই জিনিসগুলো জানাটা ইম্পর্টেন্ট, কারণ আমরা এখন ক্রস প্রোডাক্টটা দেখতে যাচ্ছি। একটা ফর্মুলা ডেভেলপ করব, ওকে? কারো কোনো সমস্যা আছে এটাতে? এই তিনটা লাইন মনে রাখতে হবে কিন্তু, ঠিক আছে? যে i ডট i ক্রস i কি, আর j ক্রস j, তারপরে i ক্রস j, তারপরে k ক্রস j, এটা কোনটা। বেসিকটা যদি ক্লিয়ার রাখো তাহলে একটু সময় লাগবে শুরুতে, বাট পরে দেখবা যে তোমরা এটাতে ইউজ টু হয়ে গেছো, বলে দিতে পারবা কোনটার आंसर কি, ঠিক আছে? ক্যান আই মুভ ফরওয়ার্ড? এগুলো কিন্তু বাসায় অনেক প্র্যাকটিস করতে হবে, নাইলে আসলে মনে থাকবে না এগুলো। আচ্ছা, now I am going to show you the proof of 73 page. Okay, come to page number 73. You will see a matrix type thing. A cross B is equal to a matrix. I hope you are already familiar with this matrix thing, right? The
Yes.
first chapter in your higher math is matrix, right? Matrix and determinant.
Yes.
Okay, so you know that this is a matrix form. Oh, actually, previously also you knew that because using this matrix rule only, you found out the area of a triangle if coordinates are given. Acha, so you know this already. Acha, so if A is equal to AXI, you remember this, right? AYJ plus AZK. Let us say A is equal to, these things are given. AX is the component along x-axis, AY is the component along y-axis, AZ is the component along z-axis. So similarly, I can write another vector B. So it will be BXI plus BYJ plus BZK. As you remember, we are trying to find out the cross product, so we will write AXI plus now what are we going to do? We will multiply this AXI with all three of them, then AYJ with all three of them, and AZK with all three of them, right? আচ্ছা, এই লম্বা লাইনটা না লিখে আমি ডাইরেক্ট একটু মাল্টিপ্লাই করে দিই, বিকজ এখন কোন লাইনটা লিখবো সেটা তোমরা বুঝতেই পারছো। ax ইনটু এই যে তিনটা লিখবো এখন, দেন আবার ayj দিয়ে তিনটা লিখবো, সো আমি একবারে মাল্টিপ্লাই করে ফেলি, একটা লাইন একটু কমবে। দেখো axi into bxi, so here I will write ax bx and then I will write I cross I plus ax into by, ax by, then I cross j. Then ax into bz. Ax into bz, I into k. See, for this, I into I cross j, I cross I cross k, for this actually, those are important, which I already showed you. And then ay into bx, I into, sorry, ay is j. So j into bx, bx is I, j cross I. Plus ay into by, j cross j, then ay into bz, j cross k. And then the final az into all three of them. So az into bx, az is k, and dx is I. So k cross I. Then az into by, k cross j, plus az into bz, k cross k. Now from here, what we can write, now if you remember this I cross I will write it here because obviously you couldn't get the chance to memorize these things. At first I will omit them. I cross I, same যেগুলো আছে না সেখানে আমরা জানি these are equal to 0. We already proved that a little bit ago. So if this becomes 0, 0 multiplied with anything, that will become 0. So let me eliminate them first, okay? So this I cross I, it will be eliminated because it is becoming 0. Then j cross j, I can erase this also because this will become 0. And k cross k, okay, remove. Then we will try to take a look where the serial has been maintained. The serial has been maintained, like where we are taking I cross j, I j k, this is the serial, right? So I cross j is k, j cross k is equal to I, and j k cross I, it is equal to j. So we will see where this serial has been maintained. I j k serial is alone. So if you take a look here, I cross j serial has been maintained. So this will become k. Then I cross k, no serial found here, so we will deal with it later. Then j cross I, it is also not there. Then j cross k is here, it is equal to I. So j cross k, I will replace it by I. Then k cross I, which it will become j. Then k cross j, it is not there. Okay, so now we are left with 3 only. This, I have to deal with this, and this. So what does it tell you? I cross k, that is just opposite of this, right? K cross I is j, but I have I cross k. So what it will be equal to?
Minus j.
Minus j, because this is the opposite of this, right? So it will,
Yeah.
I can just directly write minus here and j.
Yes.
Then I have j cross r. I cross j is k, but here I have j cross I, so it will be minus k. So this sign, I will make it negative here, and this will become minus k. And the rest, this will become k cross minus I. It will become minus I, right? So I will just put minus here and I. Okay, so you are lucky that you won't have to write this derivation in the exam. Okay, you will directly just apply this formula that I'm trying to develop here. Okay, but it is always better to know the basic. Okay, your basics should be strong. You should know that how this formula has been developed. Okay, so I will write it in omitting all other things. And this is the first thing that we have: ax by k. Then we have minus ax bz j. Then we have minus ay bx k. Then we have ay bz I, ay bz I. Then we have az bx j, az bx j, and the last one we have minus az by I, minus az by I. Now, interestingly, what we
Answer is 0.
huh?
Answer is 0.
Answer is 0.
I think so.
কিভাবে আনসার 0?
প্রতিটার জন্য একটা করে মাইনাস আছে আর একটা করে প্লাস আছে।
ax by না, ax by আরেকটা কোথায়?
ওকে ওকে, না না হয় না, আমি মনে করছি ax আর by সবগুলা।
ax by এটা কিন্তু ay bx, not the same. Careful, okay? আমি তো কিছুক্ষণের জন্য ভয় পেয়ে গেছিলাম, হাই কি লিখলাম যে 0 হয়ে গেল। আচ্ছা ওকে, যাই হোক। তো এই জিনিসটাকে এখন আমরা কি করব জানো, একটু কমন নিয়ে লিখবো। কিভাবে কমন নিয়ে লিখবো তোমরা নিচে লিখলে দেখতে পারবা। আমরা করব কি, i এর গুলাকে সবগুলাকে একসাথে করব, j এর গুলাকে একসাথে করব, k এর গুলাকে একসাথে করব, ঠিক আছে? তো খেয়াল করো, যদি আমরা i এর গুলা সবগুলা একসাথে কমন নিই, i কোথায় কোথায় আছে? i আছে এখানে ay bz, ay bz, i আরেকটা কোনটার সাথে আছে? এইটা মাইনাস az by, মাইনাস az by। ঠিক একই ভাবে এখন আমি j এরটা কমন নিব। j কোথায় আছে? j আছে এখানে, তো এটার সাথে আছে কি মাইনাস ax bz। তারপরে আরেকটা j কোথায়? আরেকটা j আছে এখানে প্লাস az bx। এটা হচ্ছে কি j। এরপরে k কোথায় আছে? k আছে এটার সাথে, সো k যদি আমরা এখন কমন নিই তাইলে আসে ax by মাইনাস ay bx। ওকে, এখন এই জিনিসটাকে চাইলে আসলে আমরা ম্যাট্রিক্স ফর্মে লিখতে পারি। কিভাবে লিখতে পারি একটু খেয়াল করে দেখো। এখানে একটা কাজ করি আগে, তোমরা আসলে ম্যাট্রিক্সে, আমি জানি না আসলে এটা কিভাবে শিখছো, ক্রস মাল্টিপ্লিকেশনে তোমাদেরকে এটা আসলে ভাবে শেখানো হয়েছিল। তো অনেকে আছে যারা এই মাইনাসটাকে সামনে নিয়ে এসে করে, আবার অনেকে কি করে এই জিনিসটাকে আগে লিখে এটাকে পরে লিখে। তো তোমরা আসলে জানি না কিভাবে করছো। তো ঠিক আছে, আমি মাইনাসটা কমন নিয়েই করাই, সেটাই আই গেস বেটার হবে। দেখো তো, এখান থেকে যদি একটা মাইনাস কমন নিয়ে আমি এখানে এটা মাইনাস করে ফেলি, তাহলে ভিতরে সাইনটা চেঞ্জ যাবে না? এটা মাইনাস ছিল প্লাস হয়ে যাবে, এটা প্লাস ছিল এটা মাইনাস হয়ে যাবে, ঠিক কিনা? যদি আমরা একটা মাইনাস কমন নিই, কেন মাইনাসটা কমন নিলাম সেটা আমরা একটু পরে বুঝবো। এখন এই জিনিসটাকে চাইলে আমরা একটা ভেক্টর ফর্মে লিখতে পারি। কিভাবে? The real formula is a cross b is equal to I j k, এরপরে হচ্ছে ax ay az bx by bz। আমরা কিন্তু এই লাইনটাকে এই ফর্মে লিখতে পারি। We can write this line into this form. Now why I can write this? এটা থেকে আবার যখন এরকম একটা লাইন বানানোর চেষ্টা করব তখনই বুঝে যাবা। If you have solved matrix problems already, you should know that this one first, I will write it here and I will start the bracket. As I have taken I will just cover I, the lines of I, the row column of I and the row of I will cover. Then what will happen? I will just cross multiply this one into this one minus this one into this one. You already learned this, right, in math?
Yes.
Okay, so you know. So if I cover I, you can see AY into BZ. AY into BZ minus BY into AZ, or I can write AZ into BY. Same thing, right? So is it okay now? I into AY BZ minus AZ BY. Then plus, sorry, in case of J, always remember we will give minus J. Okay, we will give minus J. Then
Yes.
we'll cover the row and column of J. Okay, we will hide this, we will hide this. So what is AX BZ? Cross multiply AX BZ minus BX AZ. BX AZ. So J also done. Now in case of K, here the only thing that you have to remember is in case of J you have to take minus. Okay. Then in case of K, I will hide the row and column of K. So I have cross multiply, if I cross multiply AX BY and BX AY. So AX BY minus AY BX. Now can you see whether there is any dissimilarity between this final line and this line? Is there any dissimilarity? AX BZ minus. Oh, sorry, I have by mistake I have put minus plus minus. Okay. Cross multiply, if you go like this, then this multiply minus this multiply. Okay, so if I can write this line from this line, obviously from this line I can write that line. Okay, so I will just erase this line, and this is going to be our final line, our final formula. This one you have to remember, and this is very easy to remember. See, A cross B, IJK is going to remain constant. Just AX, AY, AZ, this will have a particular value, and BX, BY, BZ, this will also have a particular value. Any confusion? How this formula is generated?
No.
Okay, so I think we are almost done. Just one more topic. Parallel vector in case of vector product. Okay, when we can say two vectors are parallel, this A cross B, when I can say they are parallel, I will show you. Before I show that, I think I should show you an application of this. Let us say it is 3i plus 3j plus 5k. Okay, see this 3 is ax, ay, az. So I have given value. This is not y, this is j. Okay, and b, bx, by, those will have some value. Let us say this is minus 7i plus 5j plus 3k. Okay, so now if I want to find out A cross B, what I have to do? I will write that matrix line I, J, K, then AX, AY, AZ, AX, AY, AZ, that means 3, 3, 5, 3, 3, 5. Then BX, BY, BZ, that is minus 7, 5, and 3. So from here, I think you can do the calculation, right? What you will do? You will take I, okay, you have taken I, so you will cover this line of I, 3 into 3, this is going to give you 9, then again minus 5 into 5, 25. So I think the rest you can do, right? For J also, for K also. So this is the application of this formula. It's better to show the application because you might be confused, okay, how I'm going to use this in case of numerical problems. Achha. Done. Now, we already know that A cross B, it is equal to AB sine theta by the definition, right? Okay. Now, let us say that A cross B, this one equal to I got 0. So AB, if I change the side, what will happen? 0 divided by AB. Ultimately, it is